What's up, YouTube world? This is J back with another episode. Not even another episode. This is just a Smackdown review. I'm so used to saying another episode of White Boy Hip Hop Head Reacts. It's just become kind of habit for me. But this is not White Boy Hip Hop Head Reacts. This is J Reviews Wrestling. Smackdown Live, to be exact, for April 30th, 2019. So with that being said, I hope everybody enjoyed their day and they enjoyed the show. And let's go over what we all saw. Michael Cole starts things off in the ring by interviewing Kofi Kingston. They show him winning the title at WrestleMania, how emotional it was. You saw fans crying in the crowd. And then Kofi says if Kevin Owens just wanted to match the title, he could have just asked me. I would have given it to him, like, no problem. Kevin Owens comes out, says nobody thinks nobody thinks Kofi is championship material. Xavier Woods comes out, attacks Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens super kicks him and runs away. Oh, and he also accepted Kofi Kingston's challenge. Next up, we have Bayley versus Becky. Battle of the Bees. And it's nice to see Bayley in a spot with Champ, you know what I mean? It was a good match overall. Both girls got their licks in, and Bayley goes for a diving elbow. Becky Lynch puts her knees up, hurting Bayley's arm. She puts her in the disarmer. Bayley taps out. Charlotte comes out, attacks Becky and Bayley, and yeah, that was basically that. Pretty good match. Boo, Charlotte, boo. I'm not a fan of Charlotte, sorry. Aleister Black cuts a promo saying people fear what they don't understand, and basically by the time an opponent understands them in the ring, it's too late because they're getting the black mass and they're fading to black. And that was that. Hardys give up the titles because of Lars Sullivan injuring Jeff in kayfabe, of course. And, so they can't, Jeff can't wrestle, so they can't defend the title, so they're going to give him up, I'd assume. We're going to have some kind of tournament, maybe at Money in the Bank. Not tournament, but maybe a match at Money in the Bank. Ladder match, perhaps? That'd be cool. Right on cue, Lars Sullivan comes out, and he destroys Matt Hardy. Jeff's limping around the ring looking like a wounded dog. And, Jeff holds up the crutch like he's going to attack Lars, and R-Truth comes out of nowhere with a chair, hits Lars with it. Lars just turns around. R-Truth goes to hit him again. Lars punches the chair out of R-Truth's hand, and then just proceeds to destroy R-Truth. And Byron Saxton says the list of Lars Sullivan's victim is growing weekly, but Lars has attacked the same few people weekly. So it's really not growing. It stayed the same. Asuka and Kairi Sane versus two locals. I didn't catch their name, sorry. The locals, they get destroyed. Real quick match. Asuka hit a code breaker, held the one girl, and Kairi came in with a neck breaker and then an insane elbow. 1, 2, 3. The one girl was in green, and she had real red hair, and Corey Graves had a good line. He said, what is this, the lesser-known sister of Poison Ivy? Sumac? Sue Mac, get it? First name Sue, last name Mac? I thought that was clever as shit. Roman Reigns comes out, says you only have one chance to make an impression, so he punched the boss in the mouth and says SmackDown is his yard now. Shane McMahon comes out, says, hey man, there's a couple people in the back that want to kind of want to get their hands on you, and he brings out the B team. Says the B team is going to be in a handicap match with Roman Reigns, and then he brings out Elias and says Elias is going to be the special guest enforcer. It was a pretty good match overall. The B team was on top because it was a handicap match. And then Roman started coming back, and then Elias would get involved, which would cause Roman to get beat up again. And at one point, Roman hits the spear on Curtis Axel. The ref goes to count 3. Elias pulls the ref out of the ring before he could. Roman chases down Elias, decides to hit Bo with the running drop kick, the drive-by they call it. And then Elias just throws Roman into the barricade, throws him into the ring post, throws him into the ring. Curtis Axel hits the perfect plex. I don't know why he's using that move now. That came out of nowhere. But Roman kicks out at 2. Elias goes to grab his guitar while Curtis Axel is holding Roman, and Roman breaks free. Superman punches Elias, spears Curtis Axel. The regular ref gets back into the ring. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, it was a pretty good match. You know, Roman overcoming the odds, of course. Um, but yeah, it wasn't a bad match. You know, I'm not complaining about it. It is what it is. You figured Roman was gonna win. You know. Um, Finn and Ali versus Andrade and Orton. It was a good match. It seemed kind of quick. I don't know if maybe because time just flew by or whatever, but it just seemed kind of quick. And Ali gets the pin after the inverted 450 splash. And sorry, after the match, Orton comes in, RKO's Finn Balor, and but Ali kicks Orton in the face twice and sends Orton scurrying away. Oh, and the Raw and SmackDown Money in the Bank matches competitors are mixed. So you're gonna have Raw and SmackDown women facing each other. I don't know if it's like that for the men. I think I might have missed something. Dang. But so in the women's Money in the Bank match, now we have Ember, Carmella, Mandy Rose, Natalia, Alexa, Naomi, and Dana Brooke. I feel like there's one more SmackDown lady, but I just can't remember who. And I'm a dick. But anyways, whatever. Um, and then the Kevin Owens show starts. He calls out his guest, Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods couldn't make it out, of course, because he got kicked in the face at the start of the show, so he was tending to his wounds. And he says, well, since you're not going to come out, you know, it's cool. I bought this action figure, you know, of all this, you know, one of the cheap pieces of crap merchandise that you guys are selling. And then he says, oh, and it was part of a, what did he call it? A Rumble pack or something like that. And he pulls out a Big E Langston action figure. And Big E's leg was taped up because, you know, he hurt his knee and he had to get surgery. So I thought it was funny that they added tape to the Big E action figure. And next thing you know, Kofi Kingston's just standing on the stage looking like he's gonna kill a man. Runs down to the ring, starts beating up Kevin Owens all over the place. They're outside by the announce table. Kevin Owens rakes his eyes and runs away. And Kofi is standing in the ring on top of the turnbuckle. This is what you wanted? Come get it. This is what you wanted? Come get it. Which I like that attitude of Kofi Kingston. I like that attitudinal side that he's showing with Kevin Owens. And Corey Graves had another good line. He said, Kevin Owens might have just made the biggest mistake. He gave Kofi Kingston something else to fight for. You know, which, you know, it seems like Kofi's always fighting for something, right? And yeah, that was SmackDown, folks. That was SmackDown in a nutshell. Pretty good episode. Pretty entertaining. Like I said, I feel like I missed some stuff, and that's my bad. But what could you do? It happens. I'm not perfect. As you can see, just yawning in the videos and stuff. It's not because I'm bored. I just wake up early every day to go to work, so, you know, by 10 o'clock at night, I'm starting to get tired. But yeah, so that was SmackDown Live. Let me know what you thought of it below. And until next time, folks, peace.